What's happening? What's happening, people? It's your boy Ricky B right here. This isn't a real talk with Ricky B, by the way. I'm actually making this video because I got enough likes on the Facebook status, and the Facebook status said, "How many likes can I get to make a Susan Glen video?" So for the four to five of you people that liked it, here it is. And everybody else watching. My Susan Glen. First of all, let me just explain. If you don't get the reference, the new Axe commercial, the guy's talking about, this dude's talking about a girl he had a crush on in like high school and he never took a chance with and she got away. All dudes have one, and I'm going to tell you about mine. So, my Susan Glen, her name was Kayla Jordan, and she was a cheerleader. I was There was no way in hell she would have recognized me. Just to put this into perspective, back then, this was 2000. This was the year 2000 and fuck it. The crush went on for many years, and from time to time, I still think about her. So yeah, she was this cheerleader, good looking girl, skinny, nice coat, bottle body. I remember I would be at the football games because I was in the band. I didn't actually enjoy the band, but I was more, in it for the kicks, the trips and whatnot and all that shit. But I remember I'd be sitting there at the football games. I'd be staring at her, watching her moves and all that. Yeah, yeah. We all done it. We all do it. But yeah, she was gorgeous. She was fucking beautiful. And safe to say, was she my dream girl? Yeah, she had my head in a bind. Like, one time I wrote her a note, but it took me like 20 times to write the words down on paper that I couldn't say to her in person. So that must tell you that I must really had a thing for this girl. I really had a thing for her. So yeah, I finally wrote the note, got my cousin to give it to her because he had homeroom with her, and man, I never got anything back from it at all. So yeah, but I would play out scenarios in my head of shit that would happen, conversations, chilling, whatever, you name it, and I would never actually act on it. Just like most dudes when they have I guess when they have their first major I don't want to sound like a chick, but crush. So yeah, she was fucking sexy. She was a cheerleader. I wasn't the only dude that had a thing for her though, and I knew this. She could have had any guy she wanted, but you know, you know how middle school is. You just kind of get a feel for everything. So, and to be real about it, the way I was back then, I had afro and whatnot, curly hair. I have curly hair if you don't know, and nappy as hell. I always wore big jerseys because I wanted to be an NBA superstar, and baggy drawers. I guess I don't know. I guess I was in the whole transition of trying to be hood. So yeah, thank God I got out of that one. But yeah, like there was no way I stood a chance with this girl. Like I said before, I was heir to this girl. One more thing that I still remember to this day, like vividly, where I'm at a school dance. I want to say I was seventh grade. I was 13 years old, and we're at the school dance, and you know how school dances are in middle school, and you're standing around, you know, you're just trying to get a feel for everything, and it's kind of awkward. It's the whole situation is fucking awkward. Okay. So yeah, she's sitting there at the bottom of the bleachers. She's sitting there remainder of the night sitting there talking to her friends, or she'd walk off talking to her friends. But she came back to sit down. I'm sitting there right in front of her. Out of all the places to sit, she sits down right, like right there, like a few rows ahead of me on the bleachers in the front row. And I played the scenario out in my head of, coming up to her, talking real smooth, taking her to the dance floor, showing her a good time, whatnot, all that shit. Bottom line is, I didn't do it. I sat there. She went off dance with some other dude or whatever, or a friend, or I don't know. Didn't even give it a shot. To this day, I still think about that. Like, I should have made a move, should have done something differently. But, today, would I have done something differently? If I were to see her, like tomorrow, yeah, I would definitely talk to her, without a doubt. So, yeah, that is my Susan Glen for the 4 to 5 of you people that liked it. And, this is on YouTube because it won't let me upload on Facebook. So if you have your own Susan Glen story, post it down below. I'm curious to see other. I'm curious to know about other dudes, Susan Glen. So yeah. For those you like status, here you go.